Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your hypoxia coach for today, and we have level 1.6 chair teaser. This is a level 1 movement and a level 6 breathography where we're adding in 8-beat breath retentions at the conclusion of each of our engaged exhalations. Now, we're retaining our breath for 8 beats because we're strengthening our core at the end of our breath, meaning we're holding that deep core contraction. At the complete exhalation, we're teaching ourselves with that resisted exhale to find our deep, deep ab muscles that loosen our ribbon around the waist, and then we're holding them there for those 8 beats. So it's almost like doing a plank for those deep muscles where you're holding the contraction. It's an amazing way of strengthening the core and stabilizing the low back. Also, we're improving our carbon dioxide tolerance both inside the exercise session and improving our relationship to stress outside the exercise session by improving our ability to tolerate carbon dioxide in our core exercise. How amazingly efficient is that? Now, this is an adaptation, a variation on the classic Joseph Pilates teaser exercise. It's a very beginner version where we're just sitting on a chair and we're leaning back and connecting to our abs, but it's also a posture exercise. So let's begin. If you're working with a hypoxia coach and they suggested a variation on the exercise, you always want to follow that because that's there to optimize your program. Otherwise, perfect starting place. Let us begin. So squeeze the ball. Equally weight the 3 points of the foot tripod. That's big toe, pinky, heel here. Now squeeze the knees together. Knees are shooting over the third toe. And here you're screwing the hands into the ground externally. So if the chair were slippery, they'd turn out like that. And the hands are also pushing forward in space. So if the chair were slippery, they'd push forward like that. So screw, push, and then shoulder blades are together the whole time. Now I have a narrow stool. You might have a narrow stool like me. That's fine. That works. You can screw and push even on the narrow stool, keeping the shoulder blades together, igniting those abs like crazy. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Are you equally weighted between the two sit bones that you're sitting on? If you're leaning on one side, more one side or the other, see if you can shift and fix that. That's some good feedback as to how balanced and how level your pelvis is. Now we want to find your neutral spine. So you don't want to be tucked with the weight on the tailbone. You don't want to be arched and forward of the sit bone so that you overfeel those low back muscles working. You want to be about halfway between the two. And then when you lean back in your teaser position, you want to try to maintain that pressure on that same point of the bone the whole time to find your neutral spine. Now you're squeezing the ball. That ball is serving not only as tactile feedback, like if it moves around too much, then you know you've lost your pelvic stability, but also to connect you more deeply to your core. As you squeeze the inner thighs, you're also connecting more deeply to your pelvic floor and your low abdominals. Now let's go back to the posture component. You're screwing, you're pushing, and you're pulling the shoulder blades together. You're also pushing your head back in hypoxic head stance, which is pushing back into a pair of imaginary hands and getting lifted up, decompressing the spine, heightening the spine. You're getting taller the whole time that you do the exercise. So you're screwing, pushing, head is back. Now eventually the eyes will be closed in this exercise to deepen the visualization, which is incredibly powerful for increasing muscle activation, of the connection between your ab ribbon and your abdomen, making sure that you're loosening it on the soft shish and loud shish. First couple times you won't close your eyes because you're learning the exercise and you're watching. Just a note on the ab ribbon, if you can't loosen it on soft shish and loud shish, you may want to either, number one, loosen the ab ribbon just a touch, because in these exercises sometimes you need to, the isolated ab exercise, you need to loosen the ab ribbon a little bit. But then also you might want to just start in a seated upright position, because the lean back position just might be too intense for the deep abdominals to be able to make a connection. And that's of the utmost importance in this exercise. So let's give it a practice round. Shoulder blades together, screw the hands, push them forward, neutral on those sit bones, squeeze the ball, foot tripod, head back and head stance, lean back a little, zip up, posture prep, inhale, hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, inhale 2, grow taller, you're holding 8, 7, 6, loose ribbon, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, inhale, feel the ribbon, blow, head back, shoulders back, loosen your ribbon, you're holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale, inhale, drain the air, loosen your ribbon, hold 8, 7, 6, shoulders back, 5, 4, head back, 3, heighten the spine, 2, 1. Excellent work.